good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching us from, and welcome to another exciting edition of your favorite weekend show. This is Pitt Perspectives on Awesome Radio, 107.5 FM and 1570 AM WECU. Yes, and shout out to everyone listening to us on WNOS 102.3 FM and 1450 AM. WNOS out in New Bern and surrounding areas. Yes, and we are also live on our Pitt Perspectives YouTube, Facebook, and as well on Twitch. And you can also get all the episodes on our website at pittperspectives.com. Yes, as always, I'm your favorite voice on the radio, your friend, your brother, the man with the juice, the man with the sauce, the man them I call Victor Ihuka. And as always, I have my two goons, my two guys, my amigos, and my oremis, AY and Patrick. Yes, what's up, guys? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Yeah,
I'm wondering.
Yeah, you guys are wondering, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, in case you're just listening to us for the first time, this is our intro on the radio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, every
Thank
weekend.
God.
Yes,
That makes a lot of sense.
this is our intro on the radio.
I know Victor has his moments, but I thought this would be, I thought this was one of those moments.
You guys are like, what's going on?
Yes, we're confused as well.
But you guys were supposed to play along, though.
I was not going to play along.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Let's do it again. I have my guys, my amigos, and my oremis. I have AY and Patrick. What are you guys? How you guys, fellas? What's going on? Yeah. That's
Anyways,
what I
this is AY. I'm excited to be here. This is Pitt Perspectives, where we share stories.
Yes, celebrate culture
and
inspire
community.
Yes, this is a global stage for local stories. Yes, and super shout out to everybody who is always engaging on the radio show from around the world too. What's up, man?
Yes, sir. Welcome once again. This is Patrick on the one.
On the one to the two to the. Say it. Okay. Let me let you say it.
It actually annoys me when people take my intro, because my intro is good. Let me have my own intro. I never disturb you when you say your juice.
What's this guy
when
going
you have
on
your
about?
juice,
All right. Do
Let's
it.
take it again. Good morning. Well, it's afternoon. Good afternoon. This is Patrick once again on the 1, the 2, the 3, the Awesome Radio. It's an amazing Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, okay. This would be on the 1 to the 2, the 1413 studios. But Awesome Radio. Yeah, shout out to shout out to Awesome Radio too.
Yes.
Yeah. And we have a lot of listeners from around the world. Sometimes people call in on the show, it's afternoon or evening where they are from. So I guess that's why I said good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
And I used to have a thing where I would greet all the continents. I would
say it.
I mean, I say good morning, North America. Good.
Okay.
If it's morning in South America, good morning South America, and I say good afternoon Africa. Good, because everybody is all these timelines.
Yeah, he does that to also help him think about the other continents. He's probably forgotten, but that's fine.
Yes, it helps me keep track of my continents. I guess I'll go with that. Yes.
Yes. Amazing. We've been on the radio for a year plus now. I was listening to the jingle the other time. It was beginning February 15th. So it's been 1 year in. More than 1 year in.
More than 1 year, yeah.
Oh, yeah? So what's your favorite part of the show, like 1 year in? More than 1 year in, I guess.
For me, I think it's the idea of coming to share perspectives, share your ideas. Personally, I feel like I have a lot of ideas or takes that are not very popular.
Okay.
So, and sometimes when I share those takes, some people are in the comments saying, "No, I disagree with you."
Right.
So I feel like it's an avenue to just air my opinion.
Right.
And
okay.
Everybody has a chance to do theirs, which is pretty much decent.
Makes sense. How about you, Patrick?
Before I say anything,
okay.
I'm gonna look at the camera and say, quick shout out to my moms, my dad, everybody watching, anybody that knows me. This is a persona, Please don't.
Oh yes, I see. So,
Mom, please. This is not real. This is AI.
So actually, we are going to air you out right now.
No,
maybe
don't do it. Let me answer my question.
Okay.
I'll answer my question.
All right.
I think honestly, for me, the best thing is it's two things.
Right.
One is the first episode.
Right.
I think we're very we didn't know what was going on.
Right.
We had no idea what we were going to do. We're just like, let's do this. Let's do it.
Right.
I think Victor came up with the idea at first.
Right.
I remember it was was, I think, July when I was staying over at his place, and I told him about me trying to do content, and he was just laughing because the first time I got in his kitchen and allowed me to cook, and he was busy saying I was cooking poison.
But that's
exactly.
fine.
Anything I cooked was poison.
I mean, when he cooks in my own kitchen, it wasn't bad.
It was amazing.
The pap thing,
yeah, it was amazing.
It actually
you guys are birds of a feather, but
some might say the best. You know. But so I think it was an amazing. Just the first episode was an amazing.
I think so. Before I actually get to like some of the earlier episodes, I think one of the things I found fascinating is how sometimes people are drawn to the show because of the accent, right? And how much sometimes we say one thing and then people hear something else. So I remember the show. I think it was
happens more with you though.
Well, I guess because whatever. I'll give you this, but I'm gonna come back. Yes, I'll get mine back. Right. So I remember the very.
I'm not like Arsenal. I have to take my chances.
Great,
bro. Yeah. All right. So I remember the first show of the year. I think we were talking about our New Year resolutions, and I said I had wanted to walk more. Now I have to stress it because at the point I said I wanted to walk more, get more steps in, and then some folks reached out and say they thought I was talking about a job the entire time because I said work. Things like that. When people misunderstand something with pronouns and all of that, but I think it's been amazing. So initially the idea was, I think, it came up from this idea that people didn't realize how much or how many different cultures there are in this area. And so we sort of wanted to provide an opportunity to learn more about this place and also help folks from here learn more about all these folks from all these different places. And I think it sort of evolved from that. And, with us, getting at ECU, we all, I guess, ECU students and ex-students and all of that. And future students too, yes. But I think it's been amazing. We've won an award. We've been featured on the Daily Reflector. You remember? We've won the Pirates, anchored in Pirate Partnership with Global Connections, NC. What else? We've actually presented, remember, Research and Creative Achievement Week at ECU.
I think you guys
probably know.
You did it with AY. I was part in class at that time. I remember it was a Friday.
We presented, it was Pitt Perspectives, a model for rural economic development. So essentially leveraging culture as infrastructure. So there's a whole lot of angles to this. But I think one of the exciting things is, every weekend coming out and sort of chopping it and growing out from there and keeping people engaged. But I think it's been amazing. So let's start from the very beginning before we talk about some of our earlier episodes. For a lot of people that don't know, Patrick is from South Africa. Can I say a village? No, Johannesburg is not a village, but yeah, it's fine. Yeah, Patrick is from Johannesburg, South Africa. And Greenville is the first place you're living outside.
Yes. Greenville is the first place because fully like relocating. Yes, because I grew up in South Africa, Johannesburg, my entire life. Right. And then I went to the DRC where my dad is from.
Say it well, Democratic Republic of Congo. Say it.
Yes. DRC.
Right, DRC. I mean, some people might not know that's what you mean, but that's fine.
Then I went to the DRC for a little bit.
How long is a little bit?
For a month and a half.
Okay.
Before I came to the US, and then me and my dad went to Namibia.
Kinshasa?
No. Lubumbashi.
Oh, I don't know that.
Yes, and then me and my dad went to Namibia, and then we went to Zambia. We just traveled a little bit, and then I finally decided to leave, and I came to the United States.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah, so apart from Johannesburg, I think America 3 years is the longest I've lived away from home.
Oh yeah. So I still remember the first time. I think Patrick. So ECU Global Affairs, shout out to the Office of Global Affairs. They have, this WhatsApp group where they add newly admitted students so they can connect with, already admitted students, essentially. So I remember Patrick was sort of looking for a ride from the airport to... this was PGV2, if I remember correctly. Yes, and I reached out to him over WhatsApp, and I think that's the first time I spoke with him. And then I think on orientation day, this guy was walking gingerly like he has 1,000 rands, 1,000,000 rands in the bank,
That's just how I walk,
bro.
I walk with some aura, I guess. That
you walk like an armed robber.
That's how you see it.
Oh, okay.
Walking with confidence has never been a bad thing.
I hear you.
Yeah.
So, AY, I remember the first time I saw you was at Pastor Becky's party.
Yeah.
It was over the summer. I think you had come with your brother.
Was it July, August? Beginning of August, I think. When I came from Nigeria, I was at Raleigh for 3 weeks. Okay. Because I came in July, but resumption was in August. The student living wasn't opening until that, I think 15 or 16 moving days, so I had to stay at Raleigh. So we heard that there was an event at Pastor Becky's place. So we came down to Greenville. That was my first time in Greenville. That was my first time, coming to meet the community.
Oh yeah. It was fresh. So AY is from Western Nigeria, Lagos, Ibadan. Where?
I'm actually from Ogun State. I just say Nigeria because if you're not Nigerian, you might not know Ogun.
But it makes sense to be specific because we are both Nigerians, even though we are from different parts of Nigeria. Yeah. Different languages, different cultures, all of those things. So, I mean, I know a couple words in Yoruba, but I'm an Igbo man from Aba, all the way from the eastern part of Nigeria. So we have a tradition on the radio, which interestingly we haven't been able to do because we don't have the whole jingle, the ring radio jingle. Yes. So usually we open our show with some of our traditional instruments. What's up, guys? Let's do it. Okay. So we're gonna give a couple shout outs, So I'm thinking so let's start. Who are we gonna give a shout out to? Well, Awesome Radio, because they took a chance to the first time. I know we were giving like 3 months on air free. All right, guys, one time for Awesome Radio. Yes. So who else? Carolina Arthritis Center. Yeah. Where your journey to health begins. Come on, one time for Carolina Arthritis Center. Yes. All right, one time for Victor. You guys are haters.
What are we doing one time for Victor?
Haters, bro.
Nobody knows you.
Haters.
And now one time for 14. What's this place called?
1413.
Yes, one time for 1413.
One time for 1413. Yes, amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Yes. This is the beginning of some, really amazing stuff. So first things first, let's start from the beginning. Our first episode on the radio was what makes Pitt County special. Do you all remember some of the things you all said then?
Yeah, I think I know what I said. I think mine was based at ECU, the university, all those things. Okay. I think that's what it was about. Thomas called in and you talked about building a transportation system.
No, that wasn't that. That was the next. Let's see.
Oh, that was the next one?
Nah, that wasn't. That was like the third episode. So when we asked if you had $1 million to improve Pitt County, how would you use it? Remember, I think someone called and said they would build a strip club.
Yes. It was a Gucci. It was a Gucci store.
No, strip club. It was a strip club. Yeah, someone called in and said, I'm suspecting it's probably Thomas too.
No, I don't think it was Thomas.
Oh yeah? Someone had called in and said
I think I know who it is actually.
If they had $1 million, they'd build a strip club.
I know. Yeah.
So yes, we asked, the first episode was what makes Pitt County special. And I think it was also, for me, I still is for the most part, being able to have this huge number of different cultures. ECU has almost 70 different countries where the students are from. In the greater Greenville, Pitt County area, we have over 100 different cultures. And I'm sure if you even sort of zoom out some more to Eastern North Carolina, there will even be more cultures. And sometimes people don't even realize there are all these different cultures. So I think it's very fascinating. I've met folks from places I only saw on a World Cup. I think I met this international student from Bermuda. Yeah, Bermuda. Yes, remember him? I think he graduated from economics.
I think he's still. I don't. Yeah, he might have. Yeah, he might
he's
have.
Back to Bermuda too. Anyway, yeah. So I remember asking him, like, dude, is it true that when a plane flies through, you get what I mean? Yeah, he's like, nah, that's not. You see what I mean? Yeah. So I met someone from Iraq, and I met someone from Afghanistan. So essentially, and I don't know, I could be naive or such. In my head, I was thinking anyone from Iraq and Iran and some of those places, they are from pretty much the same place, the same culture type stuff, but then only to find out it's all different cultures, different languages, different everything, which I think, is silly when you consider that a lot of people think Africa is a country.
Yeah.
Right? So I've met people who, see you and then they ask, do you know this person they know from, way back? Because, But
I had this friend from, he said Uganda. Do you know him?
Yeah, from Uganda, yes. But I feel like I do miss how new this place used to feel when I first got here. Right? So Greenville is the first place I'm living outside Nigeria. Flew from Lagos to London, from London to Raleigh, and then Nelson came and brought me down. I slept in the house with Alex. Gave me a place to sleep. Alex, he's Ivorian. Yeah, even again, people see me now and like, how is that your brother? Which is an African thing too. Every African is your brother, but like not like we're from the same place or anything. But I remember walking from Quarterdeck, that's where we stayed, to downtown to Nash. Interestingly, Nash was like the first place I visited, like a music or drinks place. Yeah, Nash Hot Chicken, which is interesting because I remember Kurt, who was like the manager then. Right? Oh, what's that?
No, when you're talking about your first experience, I'm remembering my first experience.
So I remember Kurt. He was the manager then. He remembers me and Alex. And 4 years later, the World Cup watch party would be at Nash. Yeah. And I'm trying to make that road in, and Kurt sees me like, hey, I remember you, And it was just amazing to sort of have like a full circle moment from that being. And even when I told them, because they celebrated their 4th year anniversary this year, I think last month or so, and it was interesting to realize that I had visited there in their earlier months too. Oh, wow. But I didn't even know it. Oh. You see what I mean? Okay. So I think it's such a cool thing,
Well, talking about, I guess now we can talk about you mentioned the World Cup.
Right.
And the fact that, it's coming to the US.
Yes.
I think the last time the World Cup was played in the US was 1994.
US in 94. I wonder if that was an Olympic though.
No. Olympic was Atlanta 96.
Atlanta 96.
It was US 94 was the last time.
Because Nigeria did really well.
That was Nigeria's first World Cup.
Oh, really?
Actually, yeah. It was in USA 94.
Can you mention you can't, because I can't see that. So there's no need. No, like the starting 11, you can't. No, that's what I'm saying.
Because I didn't watch it.
Because I see what you mean.
But, we read these things in the history books. You might be shocked to find out that I probably read it and now memorized.
I'm sure I can name only one person that's starting 11.
Who?
JJ Okocha.
Oh yeah. Funny enough, I don't even think he played until Atlanta 96 or France 98.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think
Okocha was in that.
Right?
Really?
I know Rashidi Yekini for sure because he scored a goal. The
one
net goal. Yeah. Then their captain was, I think it was Christian Chukwu.
Oh yeah.
No, their captain was Christian Chukwu. Yes.
So Nigerians in the chats, let's see your ball knowledge, I guess.
Please, I didn't watch the game. I didn't watch it. I read these things.
So I actually wanted us to get to the World Cup.
They're going to roast you.
Yeah, I wanted us to get to the World Cup. Yes, we'll definitely get to it. But I kind of wanted to ask you all, do you remember when we talked about hidden gems and local legends? It was our second episode, the heart of Pitt County, hidden gems and local legends. And we found out on that show that there is a cat in the Greenville Greenway that has a mailbox, quote unquote. People drop letters and flowers, and I think you all eventually went out and did a video on the cat, which is on our Pitt Perspectives. I think it's one of our earlier videos too, on the Pitt Perspectives on social media. Do you remember the name of that
Marshmallow.
cat? Oh yeah.
Oh, man. I was the one that voiced it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. And I heard there is actually, I think it was, what's her name? The director of the Greenville Museum of Art. Oh, I'm forgetting her name. But she eventually mentioned that there is another cat in there that's like her brother. Yes,
there was another cat for
Trace, Potter. Oh man, I probably
think it was because we actually saw the other cat there, the black one,
yeah, Pepper, which is a cool thing too. So we've talked about some of our favorite places out here on the show. I think
I don't think.
I feel like we have. I think we had like a show.
What's your favorite place?
My favorite place in Greenville, my bedroom.
St. James. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm wondering some of the places I'd visit a lot. So I know obviously Greenville United games at JP2. Shout out to Greenville United. Yes, amazing stuff because 2023 was our first season in the semi-pro league, National Premier Soccer League. We played unbeaten the entire season. And lost in the semi-finals of the playoff. Bro, I shed tears, man, because we lost in penalties. So I know what Arsenal fans are feeling right now. It was such an amazing experience that I actually won the supporter of the
Arsenal
season.
Arsenal fans will not win a Champions League.
Hold on, let me finish.
Sorry.
I won supporter of the season for the whole US. Yes, I wanted to get that out for the NPSL, the National Premier Soccer League. One of my favorite achievements out here. Yes. But yes, Arsenal players.
You said something about Arsenal, so I was going to say that Arsenal is never going to win a Champions League until I have grandkids. So
I'll leave that to you and I'll leave that to you and Arsenal fans.
You guys are not going to win a Champions League.
I'll leave that to you and Arsenal fans. So, what has been like your favorite episode so far on the radio?
I mean, I can't say this is my favorite episode.
There
have been a couple ones that I liked. For example, one that comes to mind is the AI episode.
Okay, where we had an AI
and we had ChatGPT end the show for us. That moment was something else.
We talked about artificial intelligence and then had that. Yeah,
it was ChatGPT that signed out for us on the show. That was cool. And then there was one too that we had where we talked about, I think it was Valentine's Day.
Okay.
And we talked about love, and then there was a lot of people in the comments saying different things. I'm like, Jesus.
There's a lot of calls. I guess when you talk about love and stuff,
talking about,
it hits certain sports.
They wanted to talk about love.
And I think the crazy thing about it, if I do say so, is how we say something on the radio, and then people meet me in real life. And start telling me about like, hey, you said this is what I think, it's...
You can never go wrong with, it was AI.
Well, hey, that's a cop-out though. But I see what you mean too.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. But it's been interesting, and I think one of my fascination with radio is I grew up on radio. Radio was like a really huge deal. I mean, even from like my grandfather, he had this AM radio where he would listen to Voice of America, which is crazy because, I mean, I hate to get political because even in those times as a young kid, there has been like war in the Middle East all that entire time, because I remember that's where I had names like Yasser Arafat, who was like a Palestinian prime minister or something. I had names like Ariel Sharon or something. It was crazy. So even in our local radio stations, I remember jingles from growing up on the radio.
What year was this? Like 1980.
Bro, I'm not that old, man. What are you saying? I mean, in the early 90s.
To be fair though, like every time somebody's talking about something that happened in 1975, you'd be like, where was I? So I mean, it works, right?
Yes, yeah. You
in the early mid-90s, I suppose. Mid-90s, mid-90s. Which is crazy you say that because my grandfather, had fought in the, I think, Nigeria-Biafra war at the time. He was a sector commander, and he would tell us all the stories. So, like I would do, every time he started talking, I'll be like recounting his stories as if they are mine, I'd be like, hey, can you shut up? But yes, it's been interesting. So how about you? What are some of like your favorite episodes on the radio?
I think the one where we had, we were talking about, it was Valentine's. And yeah, everybody was, I think we're actually supposed to do a show where we're supposed to talk about our relationship pasts, and then we never did it. Everybody was looking forward to it. Past, like all our relationship past. Yes, like all of us. Like
I think it was supposed to be. How like
so it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. It was after that.
Yes.
Valentine's show, and then I think somebody had promised that we'll do this.
No, Victor had promised to say something,
and then we ended up not doing it.
Yeah, I think we've had that several times where like the show ends on a high note, and people are thinking like, hey, let's bring it back next week, and I'm like, nah, bro.
And then what do we
do for that only once?
Not again, bro. Not again. Not again. But yes, it's been a lot of great stuff. This episode of Pitt Perspectives is brought to you by Carolina Arthritis Center, where your journey to health begins. Joint pain, arthritis, or chronic inflammation slowing you down, whether you're dealing with arthritis, osteoporosis, lupus, or other rheumatic conditions, Carolina Arthritis Center's experienced team is dedicated to helping you find relief and improve your quality of life. Give them a call now at carolina-arthritis.com for a consultation. But yes, let's talk about football, soccer, what they'll talk about. So, do you all have a soccer team in Ogun?
What?
Do you guys have a soccer team in Ogun State?
Like
back in Nigeria, in Aba, we have a Nimba FC.
Gateway.
Yeah, I've heard about Gateway.
I mean, I think they were in the Champions League at some point.
So Confederation of African Football.
Did they win? But I knew they were big.
I think the biggest, most successful.
But currently, one of the reigning
champions.
Teams in, I think they even won last year's MPFL was Remo Stars.
Yeah, Remo Stars. They are new too. So
and they are being well managed. Like the management of Remo Stars is probably the best.
And it's a private enterprise too. Like so
the management
that makes sense. Like, how about you? Do you guys have I know South Africa, the MTN
Orlando
Premiership.
Yeah,
Which one is in Johannesburg?
In Johannesburg, we have. I think Orlando Pirates are not from Johannesburg, but they are close. They are close.
So why is Mamelodi Sundowns?
Sundowns, they're in Mamelodi.
Mamelodi is a whole place.
Yes, it's a place.
So there's Mamelodi Sundowns. There's Chippa United, right?
Yeah, Chippa United. Yes.
Where is that?
Chippa United. It's I think that's Cape Town.
Oh yeah, where is Kaizer Chiefs?
Kaizer Chiefs, yes. I think Kaizer Chiefs is the closest thing to.
My knowledge of South African soccer
Look at you.
Bro, you should be impressed. I knew this from Enyimba FC, like in Aba. We had an Enyimba FC that would play CAF, Confederation of African Football Games. Actually won it back to back in 2005 and 2006. Ojus Okalo was the governor then. I remember hearing names like Raja Casablanca from Morocco. I remember hearing Asek Mimosa of, I think, Tanzania. I could be wrong. Then, obviously, Mamelodi Sundowns, Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates. But I think they have a huge, the quality of their league is actually top.
Yes. It's decent,
I think what makes it that way also is the broadcast setup where
they have rights, DSTV,
easy for people to watch.
South African Broadcasting Commission.
If you were interested in South African football, you could watch it from Nigeria. That's
right. That makes sense. Distribution is always key, which is amazing. You know how
that's why even EPL and the rest are everybody's watching.
TV rights is actually a big deal, which is amazing. I was gonna say, because our show on the radio is also broadcast on a different radio dial out in Newbern, Pollocksville, and surrounding areas. So in Eastern North Carolina, you can get Pitt Perspectives. And remember too, for the longest time, I don't even know if I still pronounce it well. We had trouble pronouncing Pitt. Pitt Perspectives. Pitt Perspectives. Yes, amazing stuff. So I'm a Chelsea fan. One of the most successful English clubs of all time.
That's why you have a USA shirt on, Christian Pulisic. Is that why you
there's that connection. And then it's also because I'm a big USA fan as a country and as a soccer nation, even though I'm hoping they do well this year. AY has something to say about that, but hold your thoughts. AY, unfortunately, is a Manchester United fan and a Cristiano Ronaldo. This is a Portugal jersey.
Ronaldo.
Yes. Yeah. Patrick is unfortunately, one of the... Patrick is a Manchester City fan.
Yes.
So what nation? Well, South Africa is on the World Cup, so I can tell.
I have two nations in the World Cup.
Oh yeah,
yes.
Congo and
yes, I'm half, bro. I can have two.
You're half Congolese.
I'm half Congolese, half South African. I can have two.
Assume.
Either of them wins, I'm happy.
Never going to happen. Most likely
never going to happen. But
let's assume that they are both playing in the finals.
It's going to happen.
Wait, now let me finish. Let's assume that they are both playing in the finals of the World Cup.
Yes.
who are you going to support?
At the end of the day,
the day is gonna end.
Exactly.
one time.
I'm going to win.
Support,
All right.
bro.
At the end of the day, I'm going to win, bro.
Hold on.
So if we had DRC versus
South Africa
in the World Cup finals, who are you supporting?
It's a tough one for sure, but I guess I would have to go.
I mean,
See, my parents are watching. You guys are not going to. You guys are not.
This is simple. You can't. Anyways, don't let me take us into
So
something
this is
else.
what I wanted to do.
Just
Patrick,
because.
this is what I wanted you to do. Nigeria has never hosted a World Cup.
Yes.
We hosted under 17 World Cup. That's a World Cup.
Well, I mean,
We're talking
that
about
doesn't
regular
count. So I'm talking about
World
like
Cup.
actual.
World Cup, no.
I mean, it's not how many people. There's how many people you can't compare.
Who even watched?
On that, I mean, people do. Let's not go there. People do.
We hosted under 20. We hosted under 17.
Right, I get
we hosted
it.
The world.
I get it. But when I talk about World Cup,
We're
you know
talking
what I
about the
mean. We're
actual
talking
World
about
Cup.
like the
You
senior.
say yes.
So how would you differentiate it?
Like what?
If you're talking about like the World
I'll
Cup,
ask a question.
So I was going to say that South Africa hosted the World Cup in 2010.
Yes.
And sometimes, when I talk about the World Cup, especially even from a non-hosting country, we know how much of a big deal the World Cup is. Because, I mean, it's like this huge thing.
Yes.
So I wanted to have you speak to, I know you're probably 6 or 7
Yeah, I was
years
6,
then,
turning 7, yeah.
right? So in
There was
2010, because Patrick is our resident Gen Z on the radio show. But yes, well, how was it like? What was it like in those, I guess, rose-tinted glasses as a young kid with bright eyes in the streets of Johannesburg? What did it look like with you hosting the World Cup?
It was an amazing sight to behold for sure. We had the city was buzzing. South Africa was just becoming a nation. It was like about what? It was 16 years from the apartheid. 1994 first elections. Nelson Mandela was president. We had a democracy for about 16 years, and then that happened.
Right.
So it was like this bringing people together.
Right.
That's the birth of the vuvuzela.
Right.
What we have right there.
The Jabulani.
Yes.
The soccer
ball,
ball.
yes,
Jabulani.
Jabulani, yes.
So I still remember the first game. It was Mexico versus South Africa.
Yes, it's a run back.
Which is actually a repeat of this year's Soccer World Cup.
game,
Yes, Mexico opening game, Mexico versus South Africa.
Funny thing is, all my friends back home have been calling me and saying, "Are you going to watch the game?" I'm like, guys, I'm not going to Mexico to watch our game.
Mexico, yeah, I think
It's in Mexico,
Guadalajara
bro.
or something. Okay.
I'm not going to, bro. I don't speak Spanish.
¿Cómo estás?
Yeah, I'm not going to Mexico to watch the game, guys. I'm going to watch it from my screen just like you guys.
So even the ones going on in the US,
It is,
being able to get into it is. So I remember it was Shabalala.
Yes, Simpiwe Shabalala. Yes.
Shabalala, and then they did that dance.
Yes.
Yes. It was a whole thing.
It's iconic.
All right. Okay, so let me put you guys on the spot. I know we're counting down on the time. So, can you name a first 11 of South Africa players, like 11 players that has played either in the future or in the past or presently that plays for the South African soccer national team?
Like from my head,
Yes.
I can name 6 players. I can't name 11.
You can't.
I can't name 11.
You know, if I
currently play
or past or whenever.
Why not?
I mean, I can name a lot, but starting 5 this year, I can probably name 6 because not everybody is famous.
No, I mean, even
now, I should be able to name Nigerians.
I can name Nigerians like.
But Nigeria is not in the World Cup. There's no starting 11.
Yeah,
I mean,
generally, he's just trying to take a dig.
I know.
But
I'm
yes,
taking a dig.
yes,
World Cup, people are going to lose out.
go out of the group stage.
We're
Yes,
going to make it.
all
You
right.
could not make it to the semi-final of AFCON. You want to go to World Cup.
We're going to make it.
I think
Trust and believe.
the mistake CAF made was not making AFCON the qualifiers for the World Cup.
Oh yeah,
Because that way we are presenting the best.
I see what you mean, but I mean it's a whole thing.
They can still fix
FIFA
it.
does
They can still fix
the
it.
whole thing. So first things first, yes, we're having a World Cup downtown Greenville World Cup watch party that will be going on for the USA versus Australia game on Friday, June the 19th. And shout out to Ryan at Nash and Nash Hot Chicken downtown for hosting, because it will be going on at Nash Hot Chicken downtown. Kickoff is 3 p.m. There'll be giveaways. Super shout out to Invest Greenville. Through their growing Greenville brand, they'll be providing items. Shout out to Carolina Eagle Distribution. They'll be providing some giveaway and raffle items. Shout out to Downtown Greenville Partnerships. Shout out to, Pirate Radio too. Super shout out to Pitt Perspectives. So bring your friends, grab your friends. Super shout out to Greenville United too, and the Box Brigade. Yes, shout out to all of them. So if you want to learn about soccer, if you want to see AY and Patrick and Victor, I guess, please come out to Nash on Friday, June 19th. So predictions.
For the game?
No.
Okay.
Nah. I don't even want us to get into that because US is in the same group as Turkey, Australia, and Paraguay. And I think Australia is probably the only team I can say that they could beat. Because Turkey, Turkey is a powerhouse too, even in European games. I think South Africa this year is in the same group with Mexico, South Korea, I believe.
Yes,
and Czechia, Czech Republic.
Yeah, Czech Republic.
And I think, unfortunately, I don't see South Africa coming out of that group.
We're going to come out.
But I'd be surprised if they do. I'd be surprised if they do. They have some really bright stars, and a good number of your team plays for Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yes.
So I know Apolis. Okay. I like Apolis.
You know Teboko Mokoena?
Who? Yes.
Teboko Mokoena is going to be there. It's going to.
Teboko
Mokoena.
Yes, Lyle Foster too.
Lyle Foster, yes.
That plays for Burnley.
And of course, our keeper with the AFCON record, Ronan Williams, is going to be there.
Yeah, I'm actually excited. They play some really good football.
Yes.
So predictions. What team? What country do you think? So let me not even make it. Let's make it top 3 countries. So this will be first, second, third. Yes.
In the World Cup?
Yes.
To win it, might win it.
So let's say in that group,
favorites.
Yes, favorites. So that would be.
Are you talking group or the entire competition?
The entire competition.
Okay, great.
So,
the entire competition.
So I say that to say, let's assume the loser takes second place, the loser of the final takes second place, and then there's a third place playoff match.
Yeah.
So whatever team you choose would be your first, second, and third place.
Okay.
Deal?
Yeah.
I'm not going to arrange it, so I'll just give you 3 names. I don't know who is coming first.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm going to say the South African president came out and gave our team a speech, and he said, I'm going to be there when you guys lift that trophy on the 15th of July. And TikTok was like, bro, this is not rugby. We are the best team in rugby, but we're not that good in soccer. Yeah. Even we know that. We're not that good. We're just happy to be here. And if we make it to the last 16 or quarterfinals, we'll be happy.
A big deal. I think the farthest reaching African team is Morocco.
Morocco's
the last one.
Quarterfinals, yes.
Semi-finals, bro.
Semis.
Yeah, semi-finals. They won. I think they actually won Portugal or Spain.
They won Portugal.
And they still beat Spain in penalties too.
Yes.
Which is a really big deal.
Yes,
and before then, it used to be Ghana. The quarterfinals. Remember the hand of God? Yes, Suarez. He
and that's why sometimes when I see sometimes I know it's banned, but sometimes too you might feel like there's some hate somewhere in there where you see Nigerians bantering Ghanaians. Because I remember that night when Ghana played Uruguay. Everybody in Nigeria, at least in my neighborhood, everybody was supporting Ghana. Everybody was cheering for Ghana. When they lost, the entire neighborhood was quiet.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Just the way probably North London will feel tonight.
Yeah,
you get?
Come on, bro.
Everywhere was quiet. Everybody was it was so painful. I can see. I have that thing in my memory, how painful it was that night. Everybody wanted Ghana to win, and so when I see that, people being
banter,
no, sometimes it goes extreme.
But at scale, if you have 1 million people, there will always be that number of people for whom it's about hate watching.
Yeah.
Even you now with you, sort of shitting on Arsenal for losing the Champions League final. It's banter.
Different too.
It's banter.
Arsenal is not a serious team.
Yes, Arsenal.
They've never won the Champions League.
Please.
140 years of Arsenal. It's going to be 140 years in October.
20 years since their last final.
Arsenal was created. They've never won the UEFA Champions League.
So we've talked a lot about soccer. And I'm the number 1 fan for Greenville United, but I'd like you all to speak to sort of what soccer feels like. So I know, and I'm sure you could relate to this, how every time Nigeria loses a game, it's like a national day of mourning. I remember 2018 or 2022 World Cup qualifiers that Ghana beat us 1-0 on the second leg, right? In Abuja, I think it was this former Arsenal guy, Thomas Partey, scored the winning goal. Bro, Nigerian fans tore down the stadium. Like FIFA had to find Nigeria. That's how much of a big deal, it is for us, So in your experience, you have any such experiences, of maybe in Ogun State or in your part of Nigeria, how huge soccer is?
Yeah, I mean, soccer is like the main sport back in Nigeria. Like,
probably the only
think about
sport.
the main
Soccer and others,
for
football
Nigeria
and others,
as a
South
country.
Africa goes extreme too. Like they go super extreme.
Oh yeah,
to
even
levels
with
that are not good.
with rugby though.
Yeah. I mean, rugby, yes, but with soccer, like every time we lose, the scenes are horrid. It's not good. Yeah, it's not.
That is crazy.
Soccer
It's insane.
Soccer
Yeah,
is the main sport in Nigeria, and even from
from
as
a young
low
age.
as SS2 versus SS3,
Right.
That rivalry that comes in high school. So
I think we should end it with our 3 teams and then.
With the 3 teams, yes. Let's round it
I'll
up.
be honest. France is a super house,
Yes,
so I'll go France.
France.
I'll go Argentina at the 1, France at the 2,
Okay.
and maybe Spain at the 3.
Okay, Argentina, France, Argentina, and Spain.
Okay.
Right? Is that what you said?
Yes.
How about you?
For me, in no particular order, I would say Portugal,
okay.
France, and Spain.
And Spain. Okay, Portugal, France, and Spain. So France and Spain made it to both of y'all's team. Yeah. Wow. So nobody could
And
mention the
Argentina, you said
United
Argentina.
States. Did you say Argentina? I said Portugal.
Bro,
How can
I'm praying in Portugal.
He's a hater, bro. He's a Messi hater.
Okay.
Right. So let's see. It would be a nice story for Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal to win. Especially this would be him and Messi's 6th World Cup.
Yeah.
For the first time, it's a record. Wow. So yeah, it would be an epic story of sorts. So just for that, I love Cristiano Ronaldo. I love Messi, but Messi has won the World Cup.
Yeah, Messi.
Portugal, and I think Portugal has a decent team. I mean, they won the Nations League, yes.
And they beat Spain in the final,
which is a big deal. So I'll say Portugal. I'll say England. Just because of Thomas Tuchel and the boys.
England's team?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think England will make it to the semi-finals.
Well, that's your opinion, but I think Thomas Tuchel is a tournament coach, so hopefully, So Portugal, England, and I think there would be, and I'll say Morocco. Yeah, that was some awkward silence, but I'll say Morocco.
Morocco that was cheating to beat Senegal in the final. I get
it. But
Morocco is not even the best in Africa. How are you going to?
I mean, they are up there, and I think they have a good system too. Yes. It's been an amazing episode. First episode of Pitt Perspectives Pro Max, right? This is a cool name too, right?
I don't know about that.
Pitt Perspectives, yes. The show where we share stories, celebrate culture, and inspire community from right here, in Eastern North Carolina to the rest of the world. Yes, we are a global stage, a global platform for local stories. It's been an amazing time with you all, and super shout out to Carolina Arthritis Center for always supporting us where your journey to health begins. So we'll see you next time, next episode. You can catch us on our Pitt Perspectives YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch, across all social media. And please check out our website at www.pittperspectives.com. Shout out to you all and see you next time. Come on, one time for Pitt Perspectives in the building.